stand for your name for us?
My name is Patricia Charles, C-H-A-R-L-E-S. I'm interim superintendent in East Granby.
So can you start by telling us what led up to the events of the lockdown today?
Well, I can't give you a lot of details about the investigation because it is an ongoing investigation, but I can tell you that the school was placed in lockdown because there was what they deemed was a threat, and so we needed to take every possible precaution for student and staff safety, and so we did go into what's called a soft lockdown. That's where students are in the classroom, sheltered in place, but not, not sequestered on the side of a room or anything like that. They were able to go to the lavatory. But we had to wait for the state police to do a full sweep of the building to ensure that there was not a credible threat. And at this point, the police are continuing with their investigation.
When did the school hear about the threat?
I believe around 7:30 this morning upon entry into the school building.
So did state police inform you about it, or did someone else inform you about it?
Our administrators.
Okay.
Yeah, and I have to say that our administrators and students and staff acted exactly like the way that we have trained for this type of emergency.
When you say a threat, do you mean that some sort of threat was made by an individual against the school?
I can't really comment on that part of it. I know that the state police are releasing a statement, a press release, and I will defer to the police.
That student, I know they were tracked down by state police. Were they tracked down on campus today?
I cannot provide that information.
Is that student in school today?
I can't provide that information.
Okay. When you say, was the middle school also on a soft lockdown?
Yes, our middle school and our high school are connected, and so when there's a lockdown, both schools are affected.
Did learning go on as normal today?
No, I can't say that learning could go on as normal even when you're in a soft lockdown. It's a tense situation. East Granby hasn't had this type of emergency before, and although we practice it, because of the length of time, it can be stressful on students and staff.
Is there anything you're doing to help alleviate that?
Absolutely. There will be a debrief for staff this afternoon, and there are counselors at the school for any students that need to speak with staff. But our kids were excellent, and I'm very impressed with the preparation that they've obviously had a lot of drill to behave in such a coordinated manner.
Are we still on scene sweeping the building?
No, that's completed, and the schools are back to normal. They are doing their regular end-of-day dismissals, and the school has resumed their normal schedule.
So did students have the option of leaving, and parents had that? Or?
Yes, some parents, as I was leaving, were electing to pick up their students, but the majority of students are staying and understand that, we're back to normal.
And some of those buses, or I was talking to a parent, they got turned away from the school. Was there a point in time where no guests were allowed on premises, or
That's
no buses
correct.
were allowed on premises?
That's correct.
And how long did that last for?
Approximately 45 minutes. I don't know exactly.
You got it. And let me just ask, because obviously it's a concern for parents as well. How did you let them know what was going on?
As soon as I learned of what was going on, the lockdown at the school, I notified all the parents and continued to do that periodically throughout the morning.
Now, Connecticut State Police have issued information that a student allegedly brought a gun to school on Friday. That information has been given to the media. I know that a text was sent to parents this morning. Was that information in the text?
No.
Is there a way that we can see the information that you sent out to parents?
Yes, I'd be happy to provide that to you.
Awesome. And what did you say to them? Is it a text system? Do you call them? Is it email? How are they notified?
There's a student notification system that both calls and emails parents, and so it provides parents with the information that the students are in lockdown, and this is basically what it said to parents, that they're in lockdown, they are safe, and that it's an ongoing investigation by the police, and that I would provide them with updates as I got them.
Right. And I mean, obviously, you probably have a lot of parents call the school at that point. What do you do? What do you say?
Basically, what I'm telling you, that the police are investigating it. We take it seriously, and this is the procedure that we follow when this type of situation happens.
Did you have a lot of parents reaching out trying to get more details on what was going on?
I was not in the school office in order to hear the number of phone calls, but I'm sure that there were many parents that called with concern.
We did talk to some parents who were leaving this school, who were picking up their children early, and they did express great concern to us about a gun being brought to school and questions about whether the gun was located and what was becoming of the student. So you cannot say whether this gun has or has not been located on the premises?
Right. I would defer to the state police in order to provide that kind of information.
Is there metal detectors in schools?
There are not metal detectors.
Is there reason to believe that other students may be involved, or is this just one at this point? Do we know that much?
I really can't comment because of the nature of the investigation.
And with that said, state police, did they give you any timeline on how long they'll be at school? And just considering the nature of what's happened recently in regards to school shooting, is there a special protocol that you're taking so maybe this is not taken lightly at all?
Well, absolutely, we'll be debriefing with staff and wanting to hear from staff about how, their perception is about how students are at this point, and making sure that students feel safe at school. So that's, of course, a very important follow-up piece of any incident like this.
Was early dismissal planned for today, or is it because of the lockdown?
There's not an early dismissal.
I thought you said there was, okay.
No,
Middle school parents were also notified, just to clarify?
absolutely.
Okay.
hmm
So school will be dismissed at the normal time?
The normal time. Some parents did come and pick up their child early.
So classes have resumed?
Yes.
And classes stayed in session, correct?
The students, upon arrival, not all the kids were in their regular classrooms at that point because it was so early in the day. So as soon as it was lifted, then they went to their classrooms.
And how long was it in place, that lockdown?
A couple of hours.
Anyone else?
Thanks, Maria. Welcome back.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're just going to get a watch on these. Getting that system saved. What's else?
You said it's like an email pass messaging system, a student messaging system?
hmm
So it goes to all three, like a phone and
Yes.
email and a text
Yep.
message? Okay.
Usually, it's a system where parents opt, where they can get a text, they could get a phone call, they could get both.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Once the state police have come to a conclusion with their investigation, will you be informing parents directly?
I would assume so, yes. I don't know, because it's an ongoing investigation. We have to wait until they complete their investigation.
Week one on the job. Yeah.
Yes, this is your first week on, this is literally your first week on the job as their interim superintendent.
Yes.
And you were not part of the district before this?
No.
In your prior experience, I know you were in other districts. Had you experienced things like this before?
Yes, I have. hmm
Like an investigation like this before you have?
Yes. hmm
So what is your recommendation in light of that in dealing with the teachers and the faculty members and the students in these types of situations?
just providing them with feedback on how they did in this particular situation, and providing any support to people that might be anxious as a result of this experience. It affects individuals differently, and some people can be very upset by it, and we need to make sure that whether it's a student or a teacher, that they receive the support that they need in order to feel confident about re-entering the building.
Is there anything you think they could have done differently today?
I am very impressed with the way that everyone responded. Very impressed.
And have you been a superintendent at other districts before?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so like under your home as superintendent, you've experienced something similar to this?
Yes, I have.
Okay. At multiple districts or just one district?
At one district.
Was that in Middletown or Westbrook?
In Middletown, yes.
Okay. Everyone good? Cool.
Alrighty. Thank you.